Going over here, we're gonna go back in time, which I meant to do on Thursday, but it got away from me. To see what Bill had to say. Shout out to Bill Clinton.
In the budget I will present to you, we will try to do more to speed the deportation of illegal aliens who are arrested for crimes.
Senator Biden, yes or no, would you allow the cities to ignore the federal law?
No.
I think we got to have tough conditions. Tell people to come out of the shadows. If they've committed a crime, deport them. No questions asked.
Undocumented workers broke our immigration laws, and I believe that they must be held accountable, especially those who may be dangerous.
I mean, I must be AI, right? Let me go over here. Let's see what's over here. Let me see what Obama has to say.
Should have strong border security. It doesn't make sense for us to allow hundreds of thousands of people coming through our borders without us knowing who they are. Oftentimes in very hazardous situations and unmonitored situations that could do us long-term damage. I think we should have a serious employer verification system where employers, when they hire somebody, find out what their work status is. Are they able to work here legally? Right now, what employers will say is, well, we check their social security card. That's the best we can do. So we've got to set up a tamper-proof system and then hold employers accountable. You pay a fine, you learn English, you stay out of trouble, you've got a job. You go to the back of the line so that those who came here legally, that backlog is cleared before you have opportunities for citizenship. That is a reasonable approach, and one that will ultimately address the biggest problem for American workers, and that is the depressive effect of undocumented workers who aren't right now subject to oftentimes minimum wage laws or worker safety laws or all the other things that make them cheaper for employers. If they're out of the shadows, then we can make sure those laws are enforced and those cost advantages for hiring undocumented workers go away. We should have strong border security.
I can't believe he would say something like that. Sheesh. Let's go over here. Who is it? Bill again. Shout out to Bill Clinton.
Americans, not only in the states most heavily affected, but in every place in this country, are rightly disturbed by the large numbers of illegal aliens entering our country. The jobs they hold might otherwise be held by citizens or legal immigrants. The public service they use impose burdens on our taxpayers. That's why our administration has moved aggressively to secure our borders more, by hiring a record number of new border guards, by deporting twice as many criminal aliens as ever before, by cracking down on illegal hiring, by barring welfare benefits to illegal aliens. In the budget I will present to you, we will try to do more to speed the deportation of illegal aliens who are arrested for crimes, to better identify illegal aliens in the workplace as recommended by the commission headed by former Congresswoman Barbara Jordan. We are a nation of immigrants, but we are also a nation of laws.
Oh, no.
It is wrong and ultimately self-defeating for a nation of immigrants to permit the kind of abuse of our immigration laws we have seen in recent years, and we must do more to stop it. All Americans.
Everybody got up. Everybody got up. Everybody got up. Wow. So they do work together. Let me see. I got one more. I got two more. Let's see this one over here. So this is the background of what's going on now, and then what Obama was saying down here, it looks like.
Broken the law. You didn't come here the way you were supposed to. So this is not going to be a free ride. What's going to happen is you are going to learn English. You are going to go to the back of the line so that you don't get ahead of somebody who was in Mexico City applying legally. I think the American people, they appreciate and believe in immigration, but they can't have a situation where you just have 500,000 people pouring over the border without any kind of mechanism to control it.
What?
You've broken the law. You didn't come here the way you were supposed to.
What is he talking about?
So this is not going to be a free ride. What's going to happen is
Depends. That was a long time ago, child, because now it looks like they trying to have it be a free ride. Let's do one more. I think this is the last one. Yeah. All right. Numbers USA.
Administration, the Bush administration, has done nothing to control the problem that we have. We've had 5 million undocumented workers come over the borders since George Bush took office. It has become an extraordinary problem. And the reason the American people are concerned is because they are seeing their own economic position slip away. And oftentimes, employers are exploiting these undocumented workers. They're not paying the minimum wage. They're not observing worker safety laws. And so what we have to do is create a comprehensive solution to the problem. Now, I have already stated that as president, I will make sure that we finally have the kind of border security that we need. That's step number one. Step number two is to take on employers. Right now, an employer has more of a chance of getting hit by lightning than be prosecuted for hiring an undocumented worker. That has to change. They have to be held accountable. And when we do those things, I believe that we can take the undocumented workers, the illegal aliens who are here, make sure that they are subject to a stiff penalty, make sure that they're learning English, make sure that they go to the back of the line so they're not getting an advantage over people who came here legally. This administration, the Bush administration, has done.
I mean, he is tossing a straight of Bush, though. Now, I don't know about all that, but some will say it's AI. Others will remember that is what it is. The stories are very, very different now for some reason. I don't understand why. I don't understand, but it is what it is. So, like I said, we didn't see Joe Biden allow those illegal aliens to come over. We sat here and we watched it. Whether y'all were here or not, that's not my problem. And then said Cam was the border czar. I mean, they put czar on the back of her name in the news, but basically he sat right there at that table and said, you're going to be responsible for this. So I'm just saying, you can say what you want. It is what it is. So I guess only when Trump says it is an issue, but if a liberal Democrat says it, then it's all good in the hood. That's what it looked like to me. I don't know. But anyway, moving on from this mess, because that's it. That's all. You know, I think that people are getting away from the fact that this really started with daycare, right?